Awesome. We're good to go, Andy. Oh, and Steve Ledsetter's got to change. Jeez.
All right. Aaron, do you want to do roll call?
Sure. Andy?
Here.
Richard? Sheila? Janelle? Chuck's absent. Selena is here. David?
Yep.
And myself.
Thank you.
We have a quorum.
Has everybody had the opportunity to review the minutes from last meeting, 2 meetings ago, 2 months ago? All right, do I have a motion to approve? All in favor say aye. Aye. All right, Aaron, public comment?
I don't believe we have anybody.
Secretary's report.
I do not have a secretary's report this month.
Have we received any correspondence?
We have not.
Old business? Rescission of blight?
Rescission of blight.
We have the three for, there are 3 private rehabs for rescind this month. So first up, we have 3916 Rice Avenue. This was privately rehabilitated and sold. They have complied with everything we've asked them to and closed out and passed all final permits and inspections.
Wow.
They did a nice job. Next, we have 333 East 13th Street. This was another private rehab. They have passed and closed all trade inspections. This is over off of Parade Street, 13th and Parade. And then we have 1360 West 32nd Street. This was another private rehab. There was an issue with a HVAC permit, but that's been corrected, and they've finalized all other trade inspections. And after this, in addition to this, as a side note, we have about 13 demolitions finishing up this week that I'll present next month for rescind.
All right, do I have a motion to remove the rescission of blight?
So
Motion
moved.
to approve, Aaron.
Second, Selena.
All in favor, say aye. Aye. Okay. New business?
Okay. First up, we have 611 East 6th Street. The owners are not responsive. There was a property service notice sign on the window. I called them, and they said they no longer service this property. They're not sure what's going on with it. We've sent notice. The current owners have owned it since 2006. We've sent notices in June of 20. We've posted it in February of this year, March of this year. We filed a lien to board and seal it because people were breaking in and out of it and stealing stuff out of it in April of this year. And there was a repair demo order posted in May of this year. All went unresponded to. The water's been off since August of 2021. There are back taxes owed from 2023, over $1,300. There are water liens over $1,800 on this property.
All right. Thank you, Mike. Do I have a motion to blight? Second? Janelle, thank you. All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Next, we have 2520 East 40th Street. This has a lien holder on it. Foreclosure proceedings started and then just stopped. We were trying to work with the bank to get it rectified, and they pretty much stopped responding to us. They were noticed the current owner, the deeded owner right now, has owned it since 2015. That's never been transferred into anyone else. We have notices dating back to October of 18, June of 22, May of 23, we filed a lien to cut the grass. In May of 24, we cited the current owner to try to get some type of response from either them or the mortgage holder, but we did not get a response. There's a repair demo order issued in May of this year. There are back taxes owed from 2022, over $5,800. The water's been off since August 30th of 2022. And the neighbors are complaining, the backyard's kind of open, and there's a wooded area back there. They're complaining that people are cutting through there and trying to break into the house.
All right, do I have a motion to blight?
So moved.
Thank you, Slim. Thank you, Dave. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next up, we have 617 Ash. This one, we were inside of yesterday. It's a little rough. The current owner is deceased. There is a bank involved that has expressed an interest in donating it maybe to the redevelopment authority. But I'm thinking or hoping that a blight designation may make that transition a little easier. The deceased owner has owned it since 2014. We have a case on it dating back to December of 2019 with a notice in 19, 21, 24, and a repair demo order in May of this year. The taxes are current, but the water's been off since May of 2023. And there is a water bill owed for $880 to it. This, I think it might have been a hoarder situation. We were inside of this one, and it's pretty far gone, pretty stacked up.
Did you want to include your video from yesterday?
I didn't. Yeah, we took a video. This one definitely needed a respirator to go into.
Neighbor's car?
So there's conflicting stories about the vehicles. There's the neighbor on one side, we think car belongs to them, and there's a neighbor on the other side, we think another car belongs to them. There's like 3 cars abandoned on the property currently.
Who's mowing the lawn, the neighbor?
We think the neighbor's mowing the front yard, the backyard's not being touched.
All right. Do I have a motion to blight? Second? No. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next up, I have 918 Walnut Street. This current owner has owned it since December of '92. The neighbors are stating that he moved out of state and he's no longer in Pennsylvania. We have a case dating back to 2011 originally, and it was one of those, they would do enough to comply, but it wasn't the best, and back and forth type of thing. We have notices going back to August of 13, June of 17, January of this year. We tried to start a new case in March of this year, couldn't get any response, so we taped a notice to the door because it was returned by the post office in March of this year. There's an order to correct posted in April of this year, and a repair demo order posted in May of this year. And then after May, we found another address that could be a possibility for the current owner, and we mailed a notice to that address, but it was returned by the post office. There are back taxes owed from 2022 to 2024 over $5,000. The water's been off since May 14th of 2012, and there are water liens over $500 on this property.
Can't even see it.
Yeah, it was difficult. It was difficult to get pictures of this one because of how overgrown the front of it is.
Second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Aye.
Next, we have 3229 Brandis Street. The current owner is deceased. He's owned it since 2006. There was a brother of the deceased living there, and we were trying to work with him to get compliance, but to no avail. He's no longer living there, and it's vacant. This is another one where the neighbors are stating that people are breaking in and out of there, and EPD's been called multiple times to this one. We have notices dating back to May of 20, May of 22. The brother who was living there was cited in January of 2022. That citation went to warrant because he didn't show up. They were cited again in February of 23, and the same thing happened. There were children involved in that citation, and OCUI was called and removed the children. There was an order to correct posted in May of 24, and a repair or demo order posted in November of 23. The taxes are current, so oddly someone's paying the taxes, but the water's been off since March 1st of 23 with a over $3,000 water lien attached to the property. I'm also going to file a lien this week to have it board and sealed, secured.
Thank you, Mike. Do I have a motion to blight?
Motion to blight, Aaron.
Second? Second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next, we have 903 Delaware. This is another deceased owner, unfortunately. The owner passed away in '08. He owned it prior to that since '04. This has gone back and forth, I think, in the foreclosure process, possibly sale process, but it keeps falling through. We have notices dating back to 2018, 21. A lien was filed to board and seal it because people were breaking in March of 22. There's another notice sent in March of 22, June of 23, and a repair demo order was posted June of this year. There are back taxes owed over $9,000 dating back to 2022. The water's been off since September of 21, and there's a water lien over $4,000 on it. The power is on, oddly, but it is vacant and abandoned and doesn't appear that anyone's been there for quite a while.
So you said you had been ordered a board and seal?
Yeah, so it was liened and poured and sealed in March of 22, and to our knowledge, it's still been secure. We haven't had any reports of being in and out of there lately.
Not a bad house.
Where's,
Mike, have you been on the inside of that?
I haven't been in the inside, but you can see through the front window. It's not in a state of disrepair. It's just there's no response from anyone.
where is Delaware Avenue?
Off of West 8th Street on
Okay. Like west,
west of Strong
Frontier.
Vincent.
Frontier,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. Okay. Strong blank.
over by, I think there's a Pony Express over there.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Thank you. Mike, do I have a motion to blight? Second? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Next, we have 2104 East Lawn Parkway. This property was being sold at a sheriff's sale, but something happened with the notice of the heirs because the property owner is deceased. That is trying to get worked out, but it's been trying to get worked out since March. So I kind of am asking the committee for a blight designation as a backup plan in case that sale falls through. And if it does conclude, then I can work with the new owner to get the repairs done properly. But the current owner passed away in 2013. We've had notices dating back to 2020, June of 22, May of 23, and there's been multiple liens to cut the grass on it from 2020 and 23. A repair demo order was posted in June of 2024. There are back taxes owed from 2021 to 2024, over $13,000. The water's been off since October of 21, and there's a $900 water and sewer and garbage bill owed. The electric is also off. This is another one that's not really in a state of disrepair, but it's been just general property maintenance has been neglected, and it's been abandoned and vacant for so long.
Thank you, Mike. Do I have a motion to blight?
Second, Aaron.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And lastly, we have 222 West 29th Street. This one has been tried to be sold multiple times and the sales fall through. There was a recent land contract that fell through. It is vacant and abandoned, and from what I understand, one of our property maintenance inspectors has been inside, and there's a foundation issue on the east side of the property. There's a vacant and abandoned car in there that's overgrown. The neighbor is mowing the front and side yard, but no one's mowing the backyard. There's an alleyway that abuts against the backyard. The owner has owned it since 2014. The original case we have dates back to October of 2019. We've been going back and forth with this one for quite a while. They were cited in 2019, but due to COVID, the citation fell through and there was never a hearing. They were cited again in February of 2020. It was continued and then somewhat complied with, so the case was dismissed. There was another notice sent in July of 23, and they were cited again in 23. This one was guilty by absentee. The defendant was a no-show, so they were fined. There was a repair demo order posted in June of this month. There are back taxes owed to 2003 over $1,400. The water's been off since April of 2015, and there's a water lien over $600 on the property, and the electric is off. It is currently vacant.
The owner's not deceased on this one.
No, the owner is alive on this one, and we have another address for the owner, which we've also tried to send notices and citations to, but have not gotten a response.
Thank you, Mike. I'll make the motion to Blake. Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right.
And that's the properties for this month. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. All right. Do I have a motion to adjourn? Okay. Second?
Second, Aaron.
All in favor, say aye.
All right, thanks.